For the practice clinics of America, for the franchises that we sell, the doctors have come up to what is the cost, all right? And for the state mandates in California that we give you a cost element that is actually on the high side. That cost is anywhere from $99,000 to about $150,000, $160,000 for a conversion model where you take your own practice and you convert it over to a practice clinics. And we will, essentially we teach you how to do it and all that kind of stuff. But it can be done quite reasonably, all right? There's certain things that have to be done, but we tell patients, this is the recommended, if you want to do it cost plus kind of thing, that $99,000 to $150,000 is what those figures are. That said, it can be done much, much cheaper. I'm a fan, and we will the new franchisee, we will teach him how to essentially. He doesn't have to have the newest and best of everything. He can buy an older EKG machine. He can buy an older whatever, all right? He can buy used equipment to get going if he needs to. We'd rather that so he has a more easier time of getting a positive cash flow. Number two is that when you do that, and the doctor now is dependent on how much he makes as to how much he spends, and there's a direct correlation in DPC practice, it becomes easier to watch, for the doctor to watch the numbers and the finances. And doctors often get sidetracked. They want the most fancy ophthalmoscopes, the most fancy this. That's for later when you're doing fantastic. When you've got the money rolling in and you're doing great, that's when you redo your rooms, you redo this, redo that. But the costs can be not that high. We also we provide with our franchisees. We provide through the Small Business Development Corporation. We have access to essentially what it amounts to is the Small Business Administration has phenomenal bankers and businessmen on their panel that will come in for free and help this prospective franchisee to analyze their practice and their debt load and all those kind of things for two reasons. Number one, to give you advice of how to help you, and if you need loans to do it with very reasonable rates and phenomenal things for doctors. More important than that, and this is the big, I think the big wow, is they are going to look at the proposal that you're making for the franchise to set up a practice, and they're going to vouch that this is medically sound for you. So it takes away that risk. Doctors they don't know how to value if this is a good deal or not. You've got an independent bunch of bankers and businessmen that are looking at this through the Small Business Corporation. That's essentially free for our prospective franchisees. They're going to look over it and say, yeah, this makes sense. We already know what the practice does. We know what the returns are. We know how it works. Does your model make sense? Are you going to make it? And we look at it as a plus. You don't have to borrow anything from them, although that's what they're there to borrow. They want to make loans. But they're going to look at this model with your situation, and they're going to say, yes, he's going to make it. We're going to loan to you if you want. Now, you don't have to loan at all. In fact, we'd rather you didn't. But there's that extra level of assurance. You've got an independent group saying, yes, this makes financial sense. And that's a big plus.